feel like my lipstick's kind of off. Hey you guys, it's your girl Cheetah Mama. Welcome to another episode of Spill My Tea Tuesday. I actually just wanted to stop by first and just let you kind of know like that if you're interested in like crazy stories or you're interested in anything that's self-help or showing you how to do something or showing you how to fix something or showing you just like random shit, you know what I mean? Something that's a little light, lift your spirits, that's very positive, then you've came to the right channel. So you can click on subscribe and be a new subscriber of mine because I would love it so much, okay? I just want to start off by letting you guys know that I plan on going into true crime because I'm very interested in it. I watch true crime all freaking day, you know, and I'm like, you know what, like, I don't know if I want to tell certain stories about my life because they're just way too personal. So like I'm starting to think maybe I can get into some true crime, like, you know, some things that, you know, I don't know, we might just actually get into that. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I wanted to start off by letting you guys know that this video is going to be very weird, okay? It was something that happened to me when I was very young. Okay, I think I need to cut that off. Just give me a second. All right, sorry, I realized that I was kind of yelling a little bit, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to be yelling. I'm like yelling at y'all like, welcome, you know, and I'm like, okay, let me cut my freaking dryer off. Okay, so this story happened to me when I was very, very young, and it's really weird. It's insane. All right, let's get into the story. It's a long time ago. I actually was in 3rd grade, and I went to a private school called La Rochelle. I've spoken about La Rochelle in the They Beat Me Up video. It was a private school that I went to. I don't know. I didn't really have a lot of great experiences there at all. So let's just get into the story. So one time, you know, we went to lunch. After lunch, we went to recess. We did that all the time. It was nothing abnormal. We went to recess, and we're at recess, and you know, everyone's talking about, you know, Bloody Mary at recess. So one of the little girls, me and her had got into a fight. I mean, all kids kind of fight here and there. So we kind of got into a fight. And so we just like weren't really talking. So what happened was I see her, you know, I'm not really paying too much attention to her, whatever. I'm just kind of like, whatever, because I'm mad at her. And I see her and she's like crying or whatever. And I come up to her and I'm like, you okay? Like, what's wrong? And she's like, you know, something's inside of me. I don't know. It's a spirit. Something's inside of me and I don't know what to do. Like, and she was just crying and she was just like, I see them. I feel them. I hear them. And then she told me that she did that thing that you do in the mirror with that specific entity that people talk about when you're really young. Everyone talks about it. And I like was like, oh my God, like tell me what's wrong, you know, tell me what you see. And I'm like, what? I don't know what to do. Like, I was like, you know, and she's just crying and crying. And so next thing you know, we kind of just walk around or whatever. And then this other girl, she said it got into her. So some type of way, she said the entity came from this girl. I went into the other girl. Next thing you know, the other girl's like, I don't know what to do. My hands are shaking and I see her right there. She's right there. And I'm like, sent her looking like, oh my God, where is she? Oh my God, she's there. I was freaking out because they were freaking out and they were crying and they were really hysterical. And I did not know what to do. I'm like rubbing their back. I'm like, I don't know what to, I don't know. Let's go tell the teacher. Like, I don't know, you know? So they just like were freaking out. They kept saying they were seeing her everywhere, that she kept talking and they whispering in their ear, and that she was inside of them, she was becoming them. And I was just like, you know, I was scared. You know, how old was I? I was, okay, 3rd grade. I don't know, 8 maybe. I don't really remember. I'm 8, 9, 10, something like that line. So we're like, they're freaking out. So then this girl, the other girl, the last girl who said that it jumped into her, apparently it jumped into another girl. And this other girl was acting weird and like walking around like acting possessed. All of them did it. All of them were freaking out. The last girl wasn't freaking out as much, but she continued the charade all the way up until they said, come to the line. The teachers were like, come to the line, you guys, come to the line, you know. And you know, she came to the line. She was still acting weird, still staring at me weird, and they were just like, I'm coming into you next, you know. And I was freaking out. Like, I was really freaking out. I was like, oh my god, like I'm about to be, it's about to happen to me too. I've been the closest one to all of them, so this thing's gonna happen to me too. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Like, I was freaking out and I was running from them. They were running from me, and it was just crazy. It was really weird. So we're running from each other. Well, you know, and we go into the line, and the charade continued, you know, all the way into the school. She was looking at me crazy. She was huffing and puffing. She's like, I want you next. And the other girls, they weren't really like, it's like they would just disappeared. Like, after they told me that it came out of them or whatever, and it was in the other girl, like, the other girls were nowhere to be found. It just disappeared. It was gone. Who knows where. It was like, what's going on? You know, the girls actually disappeared, you know. And I get into the line, I go to class, and it kind of just trickled down from there. Like, I never heard anything else about it. I think when I asked the girl the next day, she's like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, all of them really were acting like that. Like, they didn't know what was going on, what I was talking about. I found that very weird and very confusing. Now that I'm older, I feel like they pranked the fuck out of me. Like, now I'm like, oh, I don't think they were really possessed. I think this was a show. You know, the one girl was upset that I wasn't cool with her anymore, so she came up with this elaborate plan with these other girls to make me be her friend again, or make me feel bad, or to scare me, or to do something. There was a plan, it was a plot to piss me off, or to make me feel like I was wrong. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like in young girl lingo, now that I'm older, I don't believe that that's what really happened. Because, first of all, the thing that made me not believe it is how she got in line with the teacher, and we went inside, and she stayed inside, and she calmed down. She just said, calm down. I feel like if you were really possessed, I feel like you would not calm down. If a teacher said calm down, I feel like you would be possessed. I feel like you would not, you wouldn't be possessed. I feel like you wouldn't, yeah, I don't know if you would be chasing someone like that or not. I don't know. But it was just like, I think that was the thing that really threw me off. The fact that no one remembered it. They're like, oh, I don't remember. And the fact that it was so convenient that it happened whenever I decided not to be someone's friend. Then this whole charade happens, and, you know, all 4 of these girls that are in different grade levels are all conspiring to make me be her friend, or whatever the case was, because I swear to God, it was the very next day or the same day that we were cool again. I was like, what happened? Like, did it leave you? Like, how do y'all feel? And I was so devastated, you guys. Like, I went home. I was thinking I was seeing things, hearing things. Like, I was just not right. It wasn't right. It was so scary. And now I feel like it was all a big joke. Big joke. Just to fuck me up, you know? And little girls aren't very nice, you know. Some little girls, I can't say all, but some aren't very nice, you know. And some people, they have a great imagination, you know, and some people can cry on cue. I mean, it's not like, you know what I mean? It'd be different if it never left. They were always possessed. It'd be different if, you know, a lot of things would be different. But I do remember that this particular individual, we were friends, it was always weird, freaky stuff going on, you know. It was always like, don't go in the living room. The devil is under the couch. His eyes are red and his skin is blue and whatever the case. And I was always like, oh my God, he is okay, I won't go in there. And I was always freaking out. And so I feel like it was because I was so gullible, and for some reason it was so funny to them that this was an elaborate scheme. But I was terrified, you guys. Like, just imagine being in my shoes and this person's like acting possessed, and this person and that person, and it's just like, it was such an elaborate scheme. I feel like now, moving forward with life, that this stuff was just all some kiddie game, and they were all playing and trying to make things horrible for me. They wanted me to be scared. I was very gullible. I believed everything that people said, for sure. Everything. You know, my gullibility went all the way into my adulthood, you know, and I just recently started realizing that I have been very gullible and that I need to have discernment in life, you know. And now that I'm older, I look back on some of these stories and I'm like, I was really gullible, and I just didn't have any discernment, so I didn't know, you know, right from wrong, or what was true, what wasn't true. I didn't want to call anyone a liar, so I tried my hardest to believe them, even though the stories sound very elaborate or very retarded or whatever the case. Anyways, I'm not gonna make this too long because it was such a short story, but you guys, y'all have a wonderful day, and I want to thank you so much for everything that you do. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please share. Please, 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 please. I'm begging you to share. I really, really, really have a goal here. I want to get 10,000 subscribers. Okay, I only have 1,000. I want 10,000 subscribers before this time next year. Before we're in April, before April of next year, I want 10,000 subscribers. So please help me by sharing my content. If you have anything that you want to add, like, or want me to start talking about, or any advice that you have, please let me know. I would truly appreciate it, and I'll do whatever it takes to get that content out to you guys. So y'all have a great day. Love you.